Nah. How can you not laugh when you look at this? This guy's gone crazy. I was just thinking to myself, I was putting all these out. This is just one selection of my Moldavites. And I put them out and I thought, you know what, Mark? You are properly cuckoo. I am. The reason why I think I'm cuckoo is because it's not like a job. This isn't a job. This is like a hobby. This is like a passion. Moldavite isn't like, oh, I'm a Moldavite dealer, which I meet many of them. I've travelled over 30 countries to buy Moldavites. It's nothing to do with that. It's to do with the first day that a lady called Sandra put a piece of Moldavite in my hand and I felt my body lift. I felt like I was elevating and I was so taken aback that after 13 years now, it still blows me away. It still makes me feel amazing. So I've written a book about Moldavite, which soon will hopefully be published. And every single damn day do I get messages from people telling me what their experience is. I mean, the synchronicities to Moldavite and what Moldavite does to you and what I've seen, because not only am I a Moldavite specialist in my own perceived way, specialist to me means that I've worked over 30,000 hours with them, and I have because I've worked every day with Moldavite, working with Moldavite on clients, placing them on certain parts of their body, and so on and on. So I've probably gifted more Moldavites away than probably anybody. The reason why is because it's not like a job as such. I mean, yeah, of course, when I sell a piece, it's wonderful. But the wonderful to me isn't I'm making money. The wonderful for me is somebody's gonna put a piece of Moldavite in the hand, or they're gonna put it around the neck, and they're gonna feel this energy. And I get more kicks out of somebody saying to me, "Guess what? Guess what happened with my Moldavite?" I'm so excited because this incredible crystal from out of this world, there are no words. Yesterday I was talking to a lady from Sweden. We were sat having coffee, and she asked me what what is it about Moldavite that makes it so different from other crystals. I kind of said, have you got a couple of days? Where do you begin? There is no beginning with Moldavite. The things that I've seen it do. One specific thing that I saw happen was when my clients were lying down, I instinctively went over to pick one of these pieces and place it on here, on their third eye, or on their throat chakra or throat places. You don't need to call them chakras. And within a space of 15 or 20 minutes, their breathing changed. I only did it when they were asleep, not when they were awake, because I didn't want them to know what I was doing for them to maybe, I don't know, maybe think about doing something. So I want it genuine all the time because I'm the biggest critic of all. I don't believe anybody. I have to see it for myself, and it sounds strange, right? Because people call me a psychic, but actually I'm not a psychic. I'm somebody who is interested in the spiritual world and delving into things that most people just don't believe in, which I do because I've got an open mind and an open heart. And I think, you know what, if something's bull, I'll say it's bull. If something's genuine to me, I'll say, hey, this is genuine. But I only say it's genuine when I've experienced it. Okay? But then again, you'll say, well, you can say one thing's a load of rubbish, but you might not have experienced it. Excellent point. Good for you, because that's exactly what it is. Moldavite, I'll just show you a piece that I finished working on. This is my this is grade AA, double A they call this one. It's slightly different from what's called a normal Moldavite. Different texture, different I don't know, when we go for triple A, double A, it doesn't really matter. It's just maybe what you look at, in my opinion, and think, wow, that's awesome. It can be a triple A and it might not look awesome. So, you know, depending where you buy it from, depending on which farm it's been dug, depending if it's come from a river, depending if it's a big piece, you know what, double A, triple A, people like to hear this, but actually a Moldavite is a Moldavite. And you know what the special thing about Moldavite is? So I can be talking to a Moldavite dealer who used to dig and then maybe gets too old to dig, and then he'll say that he's got his son or his nephew or a friend digging, and they'll go to specific places where I ask. So I'll say, would it be possible to get it from rivers? Because I've noticed that a certain river Moldavite has a different energy from a certain field. And each Moldavite has its own uniqueness. So I tried to find a common pattern from where they were dug from, but it didn't really it didn't really come together that way. However, what I have noticed about Moldavites are one of two things that really touch me more than anything. When my clients are lying down and they're asleep, if you place it on their third eye or their throat chakra, they then start to breathe very deeply from the mouth, breathe out, blow out. And here's where it gets really strange. There are certain clients who start to talk in their sleep, but it's not language you and I know. Now, there have been many a times over the 13 years, and I know it sounds bizarre, it does, and I've often said to myself, you know, Mark, you're a professional. Don't be bending down listening to what they're doing, because it's almost like they're muttering words. So I want to hear what the words are. They're not of any known language that I've ever heard. So, and this has happened many times. So there is a pattern for this extraterrestrial energy crystal that I don't know, somehow connects you to whatever it is, if you believe. But saying that, I've tried it with this. And this, sorry about the noise, next door's drilling. This is a Tactite. Tactite also is a meteorite, like Moldavite. But for some reason, Tactite doesn't have that same effect. I've tried it. The effect that a Tactite has is an absorbing of negative energy, and it works really well. So it's like a sponge for all your problems. It's brilliant. And attacks and you know, dirty energy. Moldavite is somewhat different from any crystal that I've ever had. So there are people who call Moldavite the most powerful crystal in the world. I believe it is, and the reason why is the reactions people have given, which are a very, very bright red face. They feel like they're on fire. The other one is where they feel sick and ill, like they've got flu. The other one is where their heart opens up and they feel their heart pulsating so much that they fear they're having a heart attack. Oh my God, I could go on. They sweat profusively. They start feeling incredibly down and sad and upset. Fear kicks into some people. Moldavites, for some reason, disappear all the time. And sometimes reappear a lot. So a lot of my clients keep buying off me, and I can't keep saying, are you doing that just to help my business? No, they disappear, and where they go is, well, I've wrote it in my book. I think I have a feeling where they go, but anyway, it is what it is. You might think it's all crazy, but it doesn't matter. Moldavite is a special crystal. There is no doubt about it. I wear it for 3 months and then give myself a month break. Somebody asked me, do you ever take it off when you feel too overwhelmed? Never. That is the most important time. You see, the brain tells you when you think you're feeling ill that you have to try and do something to stop it. I say keep going, because whatever is happening is not making you feel ill. It's releasing all the blocks and the issues that you have. So keep it on you and let it do its work, because actually that is like your medication. And now it's clearing the poison away from inside, from everything that we live, eat and breathe from day to day. All the people who cause us issue and problems from childhood. Moldavite tends to really know what it's doing and restructures you, re-engineers you, modifies you, makes you different, stronger. It opens you up, and on and on and on and on I can go. You see how passionate I am with Moldavites. So this collection here is only one part of the collection of 13 years. I have, I don't know how many Moldavites I've got on my website, markbayerski.com, but I have a lot more than what's on the website. And some of these crystals here, just looking at them, have been with me for over 8 years. So it's like, oh, are you not selling them? No, they sell just when they're meant to sell, or they're gifted when they're meant to gifted. So I look at a crystal as my best friend. You know, I work with many other crystals, but these are the ones that really play a huge role in my life, and they have helped me dramatically. The stories that I shared in my book about Moldavite will blow you away, and hopefully one day you will read that book and it may make you realise, wow, Mark, I had that same effect, and you'll realise that many people have similar stories on Moldavite. So there is a reoccurrence of a familiar pattern with Moldavite. I think I want to leave you on this note. Every Moldavite that you see here is genuine. Why? Well, I'll show you why. Okay, so these are just some of my machines that I work with. Okay, to establish that the Moldavite is genuine. Somebody criticised me the other day on Moldavites. He claimed to be an expert. You know, Gat, if you're listening, don't criticise people. It's not nice. You know, it's like hairdressers nitpicking at another hairdresser's. Oh, look at this cut, Janice. Look at this cut, isn't it? It's terrible. You know, don't nitpick. You know, if you wanna all that is ego, right? But if you want to if you really are true to Moldavite, then why didn't you just send me a message and say, hey, Mark, you know, my suggestion is when you talk about Moldavite and you talk about seeing a genuine Moldavite, then why don't you explain to the client that maybe that not all Moldavites, which are not fake, have natural air bubbles which are round. That's all you needed to say, and I would have said, gosh, you're absolutely right, because a lot of my Moldavites have little round bubbles, as well as the incursions and all the other bubbles which are elongated, etc, etc, etc. That's all you needed to say. But your arrogance is so damaging, not to me, but to other people that you talk to, that if they weren't strong enough, you know what, they'd just walk away from it, and they'd say, you know, Moldavite, and then put you to that and think, what, you know, they're not interested anymore. You know, Moldavite is a beautiful crystal. We all make mistakes, right? There are over 30,000 crystals in the world, and we are learning every day about Moldavite. Ego is a horrible thing, but when you teach with love and kindness and share your gift, like I do every day with Moldavite, you'll find you'll get a lot more friends and a lot more people who will respect you and love you. Yes, I make mistakes every day, and I can tell you something else as well. I have 2 or 3 friends who are amazing Moldavite dealers who have been dealing for 50 years, and they even say the same thing. The more they know about Moldavite, the more they know nothing about Moldavite. And I'm telling you, meteorologists struggle too. So be nice to people who are like me, only a novice over 13 years, who spent at least 30,000 hours on working with these crystals. Yes, but you know what? I love these crystals. And if somebody comes to me and says, tell me a bit about the Moldavite and this is what I've learned, do you know what I say? Well, this is what I've learned. And I'll share with them my experience with Moldavite, because I love to share that experience. Not because I'm better than you or I know more than you. That is the worst kind of ego there is. Knowledge should be shared with love. And Moldavites are amazing. and they transformed. Sorry guys, off on one here. On a final note guys, I'm going to tell you one little thing that I was going to put in the book, and this is very, very strange. I've never seen it happen before. But every crystal is alive. Moldavite is no exception. So I'm telling you, I have seen these crystals transform and change. Not all of them, but some of them. So I can be working with a Moldavite for 3 months. It can be around my neck. And then at the end of 3 months, I can lift it up and put it in the light, and I can see different inclusions, bits inside that I've never seen before. A transformation of the crystal, dark patches, or just something that wasn't there before. I'm telling you, they grow and they change daily. They don't die, they're not dead, they're alive. They're not water, they're not stone, they vibrate in between the both. That's what makes crystals unique. So this is just one of the things. Anyway, I've been off on one. We're doing 16 minutes now. Okay, well, it's a Moldavite. New collection has just come out. This is the new collection. Oh, look at them! All being beautifully made by a jeweler friend of mine. So they're going on today. See these here? This is just a beautiful batch of my Moldavites that I handpick. Each one of them I handpick. So I tell you what I'm going to do today, because I love you. The first 10 people who post "I would like a little Moldavite mark" will get one free. I'll send it to you free from my heart. Okay. All of these crystals here have been worked on 10 hours. All of these crystals here have been worked on clients for between 50 and 200 hours. Some have had 200. So there's a lot of work gone into them. When I say work on them, I hold them and I put good energy into them. So anyway, it is what it is. So because I love you, I'm going to choose 10 of these crystals, little ones, and you'll use them as little palm crystals. Feel them and work with them, okay? And yeah, I'll send them to you today. So just put a little message underneath. I love you all, guys. Thank you for listening to Matt Bayerski on about crystals. I am a little bit, I don't know. I'll just use the word fascinated. There's a lot of other words. But yeah, Moldavite's beautiful. And you know, first 10, I'd like to introduce you to them. So if you've never had a piece of Moldavite before, guys, please put your name underneath. If you've got a piece of Moldavite, you know what, let somebody else experience it. That's what this little video is about. That's it then, guys. I hope you enjoy your Moldavites. You can be reassured if you go to mattbayerski.com and buy yourself a Moldavite. They are 100% genuine. That is important, because we live in an age now where at least 80% of Moldavites on the market are fake. So just be careful and be aware. Alright, that's it. Great day, great video. I feel great. Heading off tomorrow to London to buy some Moldavites from a dealer, and then straight to Milano to buy some Moldavites too, because I'm crazy. See you later, guys. Oh, thanks for subscribing to Matt Bayerski YouTube channel. Bye.